Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So we're live again. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Charles should probably have tweeted you guys by now if you just got here. 0 viewers at the moment, but I'm sure people will be coming.
Yeah, we'll have the replay.
Yeah, we'll have the instant replay. Yeah, and then you see all these swooshes.
Right. I know.
Oh, I love that. But okay, we got 3 viewers. Oh, sweet, guys. Thank you. Sorry about that. I really done fucked up. But yeah. Let's go for about 15 more minutes. Sound good?
Sounds good. Yeah, absolutely.
5:45?
Would love to, yes.
All right. So we were talking, and I think one of the best things about people nowadays, though, is that we are waking up to the world around us. We are waking up to a lot of the struggles a lot of people are having. And I think one of the things that I think is interesting is that I don't like the type of struggle we're having nowadays, because in the past we would struggle with hunger, we would struggle with war, and we still have some wars going on in the West. But I think one of the worst things that happened is that feminists and globalists realized that the best way to destroy humanity would be to take away all challenges, to make comfort the new black. Because when people are comfortable, they're not motivated. In fact, I think One Punch Man is a great demonstration of this, because One Punch Man is about a guy who will destroy any enemy with one punch, and his name is Saitama, and he's really, really bored in the show. In fact, one of the reasons why it's so funny is because you watch all these really deeply well-fleshed-out characters do what they do and try to face real struggle, and then all of a sudden Saitama, right when they're about to either die or defeat the enemy, Saitama just comes in and punches the adversary with one punch. You know, it's an anime. It's hilarious because of that, but it's also a commentary about how when you try to pad up the world with comforts and not challenges, life just becomes boring, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about overcoming the challenges. For sure, I would agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, and
I have to have some challenges in my life where it's like my life isn't worth living, you know? I need to be accomplishing shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it gives you long-term happiness, not just a quick little feeling, that felt good. You know?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get caught. I've been caught in that before where I'm chasing that, you know.
Chasing the dragon?
Well, literally chasing the dragon, yeah, but whether that's been like, I don't know, porn when I was a teenager or heroin when I'm like 27 years old. Living that way is horrible. You know,
and you're 30 now, right? You're 30.
I'm 30, yes. How old are you?
I'm 22. Dude, you literally look 2 years older than me.
I know. A lot of people say that I look kind of younger, which is I'm a very young looking 30.
I think the vegan diet does you well.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been on it for like 3 years now, so I'm pretty happy with the results. Yeah. So.
Oh my God, you've lost so much weight.
I know. I look fabulous.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, oh my God, we talked about this on the last stream. There's the annoying gaze, and then there's the fun gaze.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't take all the flamboyant extra shit. That's a little annoying to be around in person. It makes for a good YouTube personality, though, but, you know, in person, it's too much.
I have a friend who's gay, he's not my best friend, but he's one of my really good friends. And I've met his boyfriend and everything like that, and they want to get married eventually. And he says, yeah, I hate them too. because there's actually a divide. Like, if you've ever met a gay person, like, he's flamboyant, but he'll go like, oh, hi, Jeremy, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Right.
It's so good to see you. Hey, dude, you want to go, like, shoot some hoops or something, or play play cards or something? You know, or, like, we have a poker night. I have a whole bunch of my friends come over to the apartments and stuff. We just play it in the garage, you know? Yeah. And when we're doing it, it's like, you know, he's funny, he's witty, he's relaxed. But then he talks about, like, you know, we've met the other type. There's like, oh my God, and they start touching your shoulder. You are like so gorgeous. Because it's like making kissing sounds on both sides. I just bring a fucking tutu.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
What?
Dude, I'm just working in the restaurant industry, and
and Cali of all places, right?
And being in Cali right now, I have seen a lot of I've ran into all kinds of like gay people in my life.
I used to work in restaurants too. You meet everyone. You really do. You meet the guys who look like they have 5 felonies for assault, and then you meet the faggots. Then you meet the wholesome, like, where you're from the country, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, that sounded a lot like Sean Connery. Although I do a good version of him. Listen, freaking guy, I don't think you want to go ahead and vasectomy yourself. You should really carry on your genetic bloodline. Now, if you excuse me, I have to help the Untouchables kill Al Capone.
That's how, I don't know what really Sean Connery talks like. I've never heard of, like, I don't know. I'm trying to imagine what he's like. What's going on, Newly Awakened? Newly Awakened's a really big supporter of mine. I had to shout her out.
Yo, what's up?
What were we talking about? What were we talking about a second ago? We got on a gay tangent. I forgot where we were at.
That's all right. So did I. Whoops. Happens a lot. Like I said, this is the most professional stream on the internet. Wink, wink.
It was. It's been interesting so far. Part 1, part 2. Yeah.
So let's. I think there's the one thing I really do want to talk about, which is big hearts all the way. I actually, I'll just show you. I'll screen share. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
This is you're gonna laugh. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah. So listen though.
Hold on. What's up?
Somebody actually criticized you about that, about your whole like position on that. With generation. What is it? Generation identity. Remember, you were really criticizing on them on the last stream.
Well, it was a joke, but I've actually started doing some research.
Well, I know it was a joke, yeah, but like somebody that I was talking to was like, the kid is missing the whole point. The fence is not supposed to keep them out. It's supposed to be more symbolic. They do those kind of stunts to get press coverage, and you're like being overly critical and stuff.
I know.
What would you say to that?
My response is this. There are some times where it could be symbolic, but there are sometimes like that fence thing where this was actually happening and the police could not do anything about it. They literally gave permission to Gen Identity and said, if you do this, it will actually help. Like they their police.
But even though like maybe the fence wasn't really to actually physically keep people out, maybe it was like just a stunt. You know what I mean? And I wasn't really thinking about.
But if that's the case,
criticizing them as if that fence was built to try to keep people out, which it probably maybe wasn't.
I don't think it. I think it was supposed to appear like it genuinely was. And not only that, I actually have started looking this up. And it does seem like there are some people in the movement who are not happy with the way, particularly Martin and Brittany, are handling money, and that a lot of people are saying that they might take money on false pretenses, and that a lot of people in GI are not living as good as other people are.
We're talking about a little bit, maybe some low key corruption there, financially.
Yeah, I'm saying this is just kind of a symbol, if anything. And by the way, this symbolic fence. Well, the police there were actually saying, we don't like that these people are coming in, but we don't have enough people to stop them. And they actually, I think there was one complaint by an officer that said, we were hoping the fence would actually be a little stronger. Like they were thinking that this was not just a symbol. Like, if this was a symbol, why would you make it that long? Why would you spend all this P. Diddy style money just to go one place? Why not take a bus and then put out the giant symbol and then put out the sign, right? Why not take a bus?
Well, here's the thing. Like Waterpenny says in the chat right now, it's the press attention they want and to raise awareness. So the press has to talk about it instead of squelch the crisis and keep it out of the public eye. So it's kind of like they provide a service just to like get the attention so that the mainstream or the people that are watching the news can sort of like understand that this is a real issue. They had no intention of using it as a fence to physically keep people out. It was just to get press, attention on the fact that migrants were coming in.
Well, okay, and like I said, I am completely open to just saying I completely misunderstood it. It really does kill my soul, though, because did they need to? If that was the case, they could have done the same thing with just a bus. They could have.
Saying, maybe you were kind of like, you know, when you were criticizing them, and I get it was a joke too. We were kind of
originally it was a joke. Originally it was a joke.
We were having fun with it, but now that I look back on it, like I kind of like I agree with that person. Like I do feel like maybe you were being overly critical about something and completely missing the point as to why they are doing that. You know.
I know. Look. Like I said, maybe I was. You know, I could have honestly been. Personally, Brittany, you have my email. I know you do because I've emailed you before. Lauren, well, yeah, we were in contact until basically she forgot that I existed.
Yeah, it happens. Sorry.
Hey, nothing personal.
I won't forget you exist. I got you, bro.
Yeah. Oh no, it's okay.
I exist either, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't become a big YouTube activist or commentator or something and forget about the little people.
Yeah. Well, you know, I understand you're limited. You're limited. Everyone's limited, you know. But the thing is that that's fine. If you want, Brittany, if you want to email me, I know you have my email. Feel free to do that. But regardless,
would you ever volunteer with them if you had the opportunity?
What?
Would you ever volunteer with them or work with them if you had the opportunity or no?
Sure, as long as I knew what we were doing, how it was being done, and why it was being done, because then I would know, oh, okay, so it's something I really do think will help. I think it'd be more important just to focus on getting the European Union to die, because I think that no matter what you do, no matter how many migrants you kick out, if the EU is still there, it will always try to reverse that. I think you got to chop the head off the snake, you know.
The European Union should be reduced, but I mean, you know, that's a very strong political opinion I have. Maybe, you know, I could be a total dumbass in saying that, and maybe the collapse of the European Union would be terrible, but I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, I would help them out. In fact, the reason why I was in contact with her is because I wanted to unite the different groups in Poland specifically of Gen Identity to into uniting into one central group in Warsaw. So this way they could work as a larger group, but with smaller groups in tangents. And I also wanted to start up my own separate group, which I am. I only have about 3 members right now, but that's because we're relatively small. But my own group called the Legionnaires, you know, modeled after the Roman Legionnaires. Yeah, their mission would be solely to separate Poland and any country that we possibly can from the EU.
Yeah, I mean that's dope. Poland, though, I mean, like the news that I get and that I follow about Poland, it's really exciting to see like how there are sort of, you know, breaking away from it.
Yeah, they are. And I think it's going to happen, but I want it to happen today as kind of a big fuck you to the EU. Like, and I want it to be effective.
Yeah, it does. Hopefully.
And even though Britain's, you know, technically in the process, they haven't triggered Article 50. I think it's 50 or 15. Comment down below which one it is, 50 or 15. But one of the articles that will make it effective to be gone from the EU. But the point I'm trying to make is, it really says it's really a little bit of a mixed message that I'm getting when these people who might have been putting up a symbolic fence bought their own trucks, a helicopter, a plane, and all this other shit off the lots, or maybe they rented them. Maybe they rented them. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they rented them. Oh fuck!
We had robot for a second. It's good.
Oh, that's fine.
One more question. I see this. Somebody's asking, what about Lauren Southern? What do you think about Lauren Southern?
I kind of liked her because. Oh goddamn! I hear myself. I hear myself. Is that on your side? Because my side is muted.
It sounds good to me.
I'm getting feedback.
Oh, okay, well, give it a second. La 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 la. We back?
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Fuck. Good to me.
Fuck.
You getting feedback?
Hold on.
Oh.
What is it? What is it? Oh wait.
Everything good?
You know what? Screw it. We'll just do it like that. My opinion of Lauren Southern is.
Yeah, let's end on that note. Let's end on Lauren Southern. I want to know what you think about Lauren Southern.
I think that she is. I like her a lot because I think she has a lot of humility. I think I've seen her multiple occasions say I was wrong about X. Y, and Z. I don't expect anyone to be perfect. I don't expect anyone to be perfect. The thing is, though, I like it when people are willing to be honest about what they do with their lives. I really like that. I like it when people, oh, hey, the feedback's gone.
Okay, I got headphones in, so maybe that helped.
Yeah, but I like it when people have humility, because to me, it's okay to fuck up. Everyone does. That's not a bad thing. If Brittany were to say, we spent a little too much money on a whole bunch of trucks, you know, when we could have just taken the bus to put up a fence, since the fence was a symbol, not the trucks themselves.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't care. You know, to me, everyone messes up. Everyone's greedy. No, that's what God says. He says humans are imperfect. And we've seen that from common sense. You know, my parents divorced when I was very young, and that hurt me a lot. And to this day, they don't totally want to tell me why they did that. But I think it has something to do with my mom. I think my mom cheated my dad. But regardless, you know, it hurts. But the thing is, I still love them. The thing is, I like Lauren because she is very down to earth. She's very willing to have humility. I think she also has better production value than Brittany. I think she really...
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing is, there are some things I genuinely heavily disagree with her on. One of those things is that I don't know how much I want to get into this, but I do know that she doesn't she's kind of almost going towards the white nationalist group, and I think that's fine. But actually, you know, I probably shouldn't say that. I don't know enough about that particular.
I think she's definitely asserted that she's more of a what's it called?
Civic nationalist?
Yeah, like that's, and I even think that could be a criticism as well, as she's a little bit too civnat even for me. And I think she, you know, I think for publicity reasons and stuff, she probably has a lot of reason to, you know, have that little shade of multicultural, you know, ideology. But she, you know, she's also been criticized too, because a lot of people feel like, a lot of people, especially in the far right, you know, like the James Allsops and the Nicholas Fuentes, like, you know, they think that she's, you know, kind of like I guess a thought maybe. And, you know what I mean? A lot of people give her money because, you know, a lot of people like fund her and support her because she's like a pretty girl. And like, there's a lot of,
here's the thing,
you know, basement dwelling fappers that are like, you know, just dreaming of being with them. Well, I'm just saying a lot of her support base could be that kind of type. So it's hard to understand like how.
Yeah,
she probably does have a lot of legitimate people behind her. Don't get me wrong, but you know that's just sort of I've heard that sort of criticism about her.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. She actually does shit with the money she's given. She actually gives products in return. She gives, you know, real value in return by actually going on and doing it.
For sure.
So, you know, you can't control why people like you. And are we supposed to just say, oh, you're hot? Well, shut the fuck up then.
Right. I know. No, I get it. I totally get it. And I agree. I mean, but like, I'll give you an example. Like there was a really, like, I thought in her trailer for Farmlands, I thought the trailer was really cheesy, especially the part where she's like, you know, in slow motion, like jumping up out of the truck, and then the camera just zooms out on her ass, and it's sex sells, but like, come on, like that was
okay. I'll give you that, but come on, she's twice a journalist Brittany Pettibone would ever be.
I agree, but
say that. I don't care how
more experience, and maybe she's a little more talented. You know, I think Brittany does.
You can tell, but here's the thing: Lauren doesn't know how to edit a trailer. I do. I'm a lot better editor.
Right. I mean, I'm probably a better editor than maybe. I don't know.
But let's be honest. Yeah, you're right. That was definitely a sexual thing.
It was just, to me, it was cheesy. You know, like.
Well, I ripped on Roosh V for saying that, for like ripping on Lauren Rose, because he ripped on Lauren Rose and said, like, you know, oh, you're only doing this so you can get people to donate to your Patreon. And Lauren Rose replied, and I've checked it, it's true, even to this day, she doesn't have a Patreon or any way of donating to her. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Roosh?
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe that's not where she's at, where she wants to do with it right now. I have no idea, but
yeah. But I mean, isn't it just so hilarious that the beta of PUA, because that's what he really is when you think about it. I call him the imam of PUA.
Yeah.
He immediately goes after a girl and says, "Well, you're only doing this to get money."
Yeah,
but she has no way of getting money online. What?
Right.
Fuck.
Oh, Waterpenny says she got banned on Patreon.
Ooh. Oh, she got banned?
Oh, wait, you're talking about Lauren Southern or Lauren Rose?
Lauren Rose.
I don't know about Lauren Rose. She got banned too, Waterpenny. For the end of she's talking about Lauren Southern getting banned. Southern's banned on Patreon, right?
Oh, I'm well aware.
Yeah.
I think
somebody.
What?
No, continue. I'm sorry.
No, okay. So yeah, I'd love to talk to her. To be honest, I'd love to talk to both of them, Lauren, and I'd like to talk to both Laurens.
Lauren Southern just did this was back in October. She was speaking at some college in Orange County. I had the opportunity to go, but I couldn't get my girlfriend at the time to want to drive with me there.
Yeah, that's all right. But the thing is, I would talk to her. I talked to her in person. I talked to her on stream because why not? I talked to Martin Sellner. I talked to James also. Hell, I'd even as long as someone
you have or you would.
What?
You said you have or you would?
I would. I talked to them in person. I talked to them on stream. I talked to James Alsop. I talked to a communist. I talked to just about anyone in person. Talked to Richard. I talked to Richard Spencer, the fake nationalist that he is.
Yeah, we talked about that. You really don't like him, do you?
I would be okay with him if he wasn't such a fucking hypocrite. Oh.
Yeah, and
if someone really makes a good argument, sure, I don't care. Hell, even if they make a terrible argument, do what you want. But don't be a two-face.
Yeah, he's got to work on his optics too. His optics are horrible. Well, listen, let's wrap it up soon. I'm trying to think what else I don't really have anything else to say on the subject. I thought it was a really interesting conversation, and I appreciate you having me on over here.
Yeah. Well, I want to push it back to just 6, just to even out the time. And plus, there is one more thing I want to say about Southern and a friend. I really think that what the hell is that?
I heard that start up a minute ago. That's the lawnmowers. Yeah. Continue your thought. We'll end it in a second. I can still hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So the thing about both of them is that I really think that there's probably a lot they're not telling us about how their lives are lived. And that's fine. They have the right to do that. But I would always say you should really meet someone in real life before you judge them as a person.
Right.
Unless there's video evidence. I really think I said this on another stream, and I had Short Fat Otaku on, and dude, if you ever want to come back, let me know.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'd love to.
Well, I was talking about the other dude, but YouTube, man. YouTube.
Oh yeah. Okay.
and I said a statement, and he said, "Oh, I want someone to take that out of context for a laugh." He has a he has a direct line to Sargon of Akkad, who has a direct line to Lauren herself. So I don't know if anything happened, but I said, I don't know Lauren in person. She could. I don't know if she goes down to a BDSM dungeon and gets fucked by 5 guys every night.
Right.
Or if she's a virgin. With that being said, please don't tell me. I really don't need to know.
Wait, this is Lauren Rose or Lauren Southern? You're talking
Southern.
Lauren Southern, actually, you don't know about her past?
I don't quite know. Oh, I do know about the cosplay. I do know about that. And that she was dating.
She's dated like non-whites twice in the past. Like that's another. She catches a lot of heat for that too. You don't know that?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about that.
Well, right, but some of the the far right is used that as criticism against her in the past, because she has been kind of like, sort of like they see it as she's betrayed her tribe, so to speak.
Do you think it's because they're like, oh, you should be with me?
Well, I mean, I think, for somebody that is like trying to defend Western civilization as much as she claims she is, it is kind of interesting that like, you know what I mean? You would make the choice to like be in an interracial relationship or, have sex with somebody that's like, complete opposite ethnicity than you. It was kind of strange. But she was at the time, and I'm not like, if she's a civnat, she's a civnat, then that explains that. But if she's like, because like she does kind of flirt and cater to far right people, and I
think she's just trying to platform them. I think she's just trying to platform them, and I think she's also trying to say, I want the white race to not be told don't have kids. Right.
I mean, I personally don't care if she's, I don't care who she dates or who she's, fucking, right? I don't give a damn. But
She is cure, which is hilarious because yo, JF, I never said this because unlike you, I don't need to brag about being in STEM, but I'm in aerospace right now. I'm going through school, bitch. So, that's a hard science. So if you want to call me or anyone else like you, that really says a lot more about you than it does about me, sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's basically in what's known as applied biology, and applied biology is nothing more than applied chemistry.
Right.
I'm in applied hard science. So now look, I don't want to brag about that. I'm just saying it really tells you a lot about the person when they keep needing to remind you are stupider than me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I think JF is kind of a pseudo intellectual myself, but
yeah. Well, there was a time where he was like trying to say like, oh, it's like the corpus something another something, and I just wanted to shout out corpus colossum, you fucking pleb.
Yeah, I mean, you should have you ever been on Warski?
Yeah, I've been on there twice.
Okay,
yeah,
that's cool. What was the topic that you were?
Ronnie was on there. I don't know much about him, but he was it was a casual conversation about the fact that the dude was a white nationalist. He called himself that, and he was dating a black girl.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's funny. That's funny. That's a good one. That's a real good one.
The thing is, I think there's nothing wrong with being proud of your race. Hell yeah, fuck yeah, be proud of who you are. But I think that there is a problem with saying, that you want to avoid interactions with other people of other races as a whole. I think that's really stupid, and I think that race is superseded by culture. And I think that race is most important because of what it indicates about the culture you come from. I think that, and personally, I do want a border wall. Even though I'm an immigrant here, I do want a border wall. I think that the behaviors of Latin Americans are not that great, and I think that we could win the drug war. I really do. But I know. This is one of the big disagreements I have with Southern. So if you want to debate me, we'll go on Warski Live or the Morning Kumite, and I'll debate you, girl. But we could, because Mexico has some of the strictest gun control laws in the entire world. Think about it. Nobody likes the cartels in Mexico except the cartels themselves. Mm-hmm. But the cartels are an organized group full of tons of guns, and an individual who sees a crime who will be targeted by the cartels is one person by themselves. If they buy a gun illegally and they defend themselves, the police don't give a fuck about them. They'll kill them. They don't care. Yeah. They'll arrest you and say, oh, you broke the law. Yeah, but they have tons of guns. Yeah, but they're bigger than us. So imagine if they had less gun control. They could fight back. I mean, Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina, Chile, they all have a lot of gun control. People don't realize this.
I don't know that. No, I'm actually uninformed on that one.
Oh yeah, watch Narcos, dude. By the way,
so I'm learning something myself. Yeah,
but there's literally one store in Mexico that sells guns in the entire country. It's in Mexico City, and you have to have a whole bunch of licenses, and you have to wait, I think, a month to get one, and they're not allowed to advertise on any television station ever.
Interesting.
Yeah. So imagine you're there. Imagine you're there and you want to protect yourself. Yeah. With what? Right?
Yeah, I wonder how that would work. You'd probably have to, even if you had the permits here and stuff, or whatever, the license here, you'd have to probably figure that out. You couldn't just bring a gun over and across the border.
Not unless you pay off the police, which wouldn't be too surprising.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of corruption too, but I'm definitely down to build a wall as well. I if Trump doesn't build a wall, I'm worried he's not going to get reelected. But
thing is, I'm pissed at him already for trying to take away my guns.
Yeah.
Like I said, would have voted for him if I believed a word he said. In fact, I actually felt a little bad a little later on my YouTube career, because I said, you know what? He partnered Arpaio. I thought that was a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything about Arpaio, but I think he was a generally good guy. Yeah. And there's a few other things that he did that I liked, and I'm like, oh, they're small things, but good. He's a president. You can't get a whole lot done in office as a president. There's only so much that any president has ever done. But then he actively tried to push gun control, and then he actively went into Syria. He didn't declare full-on war because he's not allowed to do that, but when you actively go against what you decide to do, that's not just saying, oh, I couldn't get anything done. That's you putting effort in. And then I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. You started to make me like you, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said,
well, what I want to say to that is I think a lot of here in America, the president's kind of getting a quagmire because we got this like two-party system, and it's very hard to, very hard. Like I do kind of even believe that, you know, I mean, I saw this article, I forgot what magazine it was in, but it was talking about how the left wants to sort of like hyper take over the entire political system and sort of force, you know, globalist, communist, you know, policies on the rest of the country. And I think it was an article, actually, the CEO of Twitter, Jack, what's his name? What's the CEO of Twitter's name? I forget off the top of my head. But
Jack Soyboy.
Yeah, whatever. So he but it was this article that was basically saying that like it's happened here in California. The extreme far left has pretty much taken over the entire political system, and they're talking about, like, in the article, if we're going to really get things done, that needs to happen in the rest of the country, and it would be like a huge, overwhelming, like, far left majority that sort of takes over the entire system. Very, very scary stuff. But listen, I have to go soon because my Alina's sister, my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, sister's coming to pick up some things, so I have to meet up with her at about 4 o'clock, and it's like 4 o'clock right now. So
it is. By the way,
I'm gonna let you go, but what?
You mind if I ask you one question though before you go?
What's up? I really gotta go. I really gotta.
How do you feel about breastfeeding? Because I don't see that being moral or unhealthy. You know, you know, when you're a kid, when you're breastfeeding your kid, if you ever have one, you know, as a vegan, it's still vegan. I mean, as long as the mother is consenting to it, yeah. It's not a vegan issue. Okay. Just wanted to know that. Okay, so go ahead, finish. Tell people where they can find you. You know.
Yeah, so my YouTube channel is Charles Marlowe. You can find me on YouTube. And, you know, I had a really good time hanging out. My Twitter is Charles Marlowe _. I do, you know, some, you know, content like this, but I mainly do the IRLs and stuff right now. But I appreciate you having me on. It's been a good conversation.
And I'm going to quickly plug myself first, though. Do you mind?
Yeah, dude, go for it, for sure.
Okay. So you can follow me at Jeremardus4. That is JEREMARDUS number 4 on Twitter. You can cyber stalk me on Instagram at real_Jeremy_SOMERS. And if you feel so inclined, I don't go to my GoFundMe and help me and my friends go to Poland so we can help them Poles, you know, get away from this disgusting reincarnation of the USSR. That's what I look at the EU as being. It's practically that.
I agree. Definitely.
All right, man.
I definitely agree with on that note. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And I'll keep in touch. Keep in touch with me. All right.
Oh, absolutely, brother. Have a fantastic day.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye.